Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Network. I'm your host, Elastic Excited 83. Joining me is the one, the only bossman himself, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hello. We are again recording not at a normal time.
Happy Thanksgiving week, everybody, for those who are celebrating. Of course,
yeah, if you're not from America, happy Thursday.
Exactly. Even though it's a Monday show.
Whatever. I don't care. I don't know what day it is anymore.
Okay. That was that like, no, that was in August. There was a week that I just did not know what the days were. I was just like, what is today?
I mean, there's a day last week. There was a week last week where I didn't know what day it was half the time. So, that's every week.
That's when like a sleep, everybody. Trust me.
I'm really upset, Ed. I'm really upset.
What happened? What's up?
The Browns game is at 4:30 tomorrow, not 1 o'clock. Now I'm angry.
Are you still gonna watch it? Are you still gonna watch it?
Yeah, but
you like it. You like your afternoon kind of.
Yeah, I like to watch it while Riley's at swimming lessons, or not swimming lessons, at ballet, and like they're out doing stuff, so it doesn't take up time.
And Miles is just being Miles.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's probably eating or playing with toys or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
But Corey, I mean, we're going into like the last week of November, and then it's like December, and then Christmas,
yes, December does come after November.
I know that, but like we got like pretty much like probably 3 or 4 more shows left. Well, yes. It's gonna be so weird having Christmas like on the Thursday. I don't know why, for some unknown reason.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's on the same day every year, so I don't know. It's crazy how that happens.
No, I mean that because like Christmas falls on the same day as like my birthday in a sense. Like if my birthday is like on a Wednesday, Christmas falls on that Wednesday, and then New Year's Day falls on that Wednesday. Which yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, I should say. But yeah, we're getting close to the end of the year, and of course, everybody know the Game Awards did their nominations, and
yep, they're happening again this year.
Well, because like the joystick,
I can't wait to see which non-indie game wins best indie game. I'm pretty sure every single one of them, except for one, has a major has some sort of publisher behind them.
True. Like, yes.
That indie darling with 2 Hollywood actors in it, Expedition 33.
Dude, the voice acting nomination is just like the whole nomination is like the half of the cast of Expedition 33.
I know. Like, look, I love that game. I think it's an amazing game, and I just think it deserves a lot of things. But this is on this award show and the voters for not knowing what an indie game is. It's so ridiculous.
I know you don't pay attention to the discourse, but so many people were so mad. They were just like, I'm thinking of like, oh, this is the God of War nonsense again, where people who play God of War want to get into the like narration of games and stuff. I'm like, narrative games has always been there. You guys just acting like this is the debut of it. So when it comes to like the RPGs this year, like there are no JRPGs, and everybody's acting like, and no disrespect or shade to Expedition 33, but it's just like, oh, this is the best story in role-playing game history. And I'm just like, this is nothing new or anything. This is just something probably new to you or new to people in this as an audience who is new to this genre and everything. Because I'm like,
I mean, I thought the story was pretty amazing, but that's just me.
and I'm working through the game. I'm going to admit that I'm working through the game.
Ed hasn't finished it. He doesn't know all the story.
But I'm going to
Leave
say
your comments below. Yell at Ed for not finishing the game.
But I'm going to say,
have you finished Act 1?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh, you're not even. Don't.
I'm working on it. No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Nope.
I'm just saying. I'm literally just saying the discourse about it has been like, you know, I guess themes and like JRPGs it's been around, but people are acting as like, you know, it's not fair that for RPGs there are no JRPGs when there have been a lot of them. So people have been doing like going back in years and showing like Xenoblade Chronicles.
What JRPGs came out this year?
The 100 line something. That one was a really good one.
I don't even know what that is.
What else came out? There was like Trails in the Sky, Chapter 1.
Nobody played those. Like, but Cam Hawkins and like 3 other people played those.
Shout out to Cam. But it's just like I guess the JRPG genre, or I mean, they still consider it as RPGs and stuff, but they were just like the RPGs that came from Japan that really did some of this, that do these things, just didn't get acknowledged or nominated. And I think people got to realize that with the nominations for the Game Awards, like they go to the journalists, people who are in the industry, to make the list. And then they do their voting and then put it out for, you know, us as gamers, as a community to go out and vote and stuff. So,
yeah, I'm looking at all the RPGs that came out this year. Let's see.
Because Avowed got chosen as one.
I know, that's questionable.
No, I think Avowed deserved it. Avowed is really, really good.
Let's see. This RPG website considers Assassin's Creed Shadows an RPG.
It has RPG mechanics. I don't consider.
Sure, but so does every other game.
Well, yeah, that is true.
At this point, I'm looking at this list. Are you talking about the 100-line Last Defense Academy?
Yeah, that one is a straight RPG. And that's really, really good from what a lot of people said. Because I got I got it for Switch.
It's only on Switch and PC, I think.
Yeah. I got the collector's edition and everything. Mm-hmm. And so I think it did enough sales to keep the company open, because they were just like, this was gonna be their last hurrah if they didn't sell a lot of copies, and people went out and bought the game and just like, yeah, this is really, really good.
Yeah, I'm looking at this list of RPGs that came out this year, and I don't see anything that would replace anything on this list. That's notable. I mean, the Trails through Daybreak 2 came out this year, but I heard it was not as good as the other Trails games that are out. Mm-hmm. I know the Trails remake of the first game is out, but I don't know if I would
consider that like as a like new RPG in a sense, since it's like a remake in a sense.
It's like essentially a new game. Like, it doesn't matter to me. It's just like, I don't see anything on here yet. I'm in October, by the way, that would replace anything here. That has, I know, like, there's a lot of Switch ports and Switch 2 ports this year, but they're games that have already been out, or they're remasters.
Right. I know Demon School wouldn't make it because it just came out.
This website sucks. I don't. They said Hyrule Warriors is a RPG. Get out of here. So
yeah, that like I feel like the Musou games is like their own genre.
It is its own genre.
Well, I mean,
it's an action game. I would put it in the action category.
Yeah.
I don't see anything here that would replace it. Would replace anything on this list, though. Like that's the thing. I mean, the only major RPGs, like, yeah, I don't see anything on here that would replace anything. It's just not a great year for RPGs, I guess. But like, I mean, an Octopath Traveler 0 isn't eligible this year.
Yeah,
anything that comes out in December isn't eligible this year.
Dragon Quest
1 and 2 came
3
out.
was last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did that get a? No, that didn't get a nomination because it came out because it just came out. So yeah, it wouldn't have been chosen or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like there wasn't a lot of RPGs and everything because I think it's Tales of Grace's Elf remaster came out this year, I believe.
No, it was the remaster was Tales of Exilia. Oh no, Tales of Grace's F came out in January.
Okay. Xillia is the next one, and they just announced
it's out.
Tales of
Exilia is out already.
I still need to buy that one. Yeah, because they just announced Bergia. The other one, because
ridiculous because it's been out. It's already out on play. I don't know. I mean, I know this is just to get it on Switch and Xbox, but like that's been out on PS4, which means it's playable on modern platforms technically, but whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because I think a lot of the Tales game was just really on PlayStation. Because I think after Symphonia 2 came out on Wii, that was kind of the last one that Nintendo got into these remasters, I believe.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we still missing the 16-bit ones and some of the Game Boy Advance ones, I think. There's some that we're still missing that was in Japan that just never came to America. So
yeah, the 2D ones.
Yeah.
But
what's the one for? What's the other Tales game for Xbox and PlayStation 4? Dang, that was just a few years ago.
You're talking about Tales of Arise?
Arise, yeah. Oh, phenomenal soundtrack. I love that game. That's the one that need to come to Switch too.
It will. I bet it will.
But everybody, the really big thing that kind of threw both of us off today, we're talking family news because if you have been watching the show, you know it's something me and Corey have been wanting for a long time.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get into that in family news.
Yes.
So.
Well, Corey, you want to get into Snacktendo?
No, but I guess we will.
Well, here. Well, everybody, it's time for Snacktendo. Corey, what have you been snacking
on? Well, nothing really. We got pizza tonight, which was good. I guess, but just Domino's. So it was fine. It was good.
I actually had Domino's yesterday. I had the pepperoni and green peppers. You know, the one that they always use kind of like for their pictures and everything. I'm just like, you know what? Let me get some of this. And that's really good.
Nice.
So
we have donuts upstairs too, but they're for tomorrow.
You just like, I just want to sneak one of them.
Nah, I don't know.
You don't really do donuts a lot.
I mean, I do. I don't know, man. It's been a weird week. I haven't hardly eaten at all this week. I lost like 12 pounds this week for some reason. So that's whatever. It's fine.
A good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. I don't really care, but Also, this is the latest I've stayed up all week too. So I've gone to bed at like 10:30 or 11 every night this week.
How's that been feeling?
I don't know. I don't feel any different. I'm still tired. I still want to go back to bed. I don't know. It's fine. You know, I mean, it's
Is it something like hard to adjust to?
No, it's just I don't know. I just get up earlier now, I guess. I'm not as tired when I wake up when the kids wake me up, but it's still I'm still tired. I just thought it would be better if I went to bed at 11 instead of 1:30. So I don't know. There's been a lot of stuff that's been late this week for podcasts and stuff, but whatever. I can't. I have to change how I'm doing things, or nothing's going to change, you know? I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm just tired.
Well, is that everything, Corey?
For Snacktendo, yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, everybody, I did try actually, yeah, 2 new drinks. So I don't know if I talked about it, but I didn't drink it until this week. So I did try the Red Bull Fuji apple and ginger. Really, really good. One that I do recommend. But I also tasted a monster called Bad Apple. It's one of their juice kind of flavors. It is a smoother drink. It doesn't have that apple juice taste, but you do taste apple in it. For flavor. So if you're thinking like Mott's apple juice mixed with that, you know, the fizzle of Monster, it's not really that. It's a smoother drink. You could just like, not saying chug, but you could get some good sips in. You know, so this one I do recommend. I do recommend drinking it cold. I don't think you need a snack or anything with it. Just like if you feel thirsty or you feel like you need a boost, that's a good one to pick up. I just went to a gas station yesterday night, and I seen it and I'm like, oh, I never seen this one, so I give it a try. Also had a Mountain Dew, everybody. It's called Citrus Punch. At the same gas station. It's one that might be exclusive in our area to that gas station. It's called Casey's. And so I was just like, you know what, I'll give this a try. Really good. It's a really good one. You might think it's a orange kind of flavor, but it's really not. It kind of has a nice like Laffy Taffy kind of taste to it. In a sense, the monster, the bad apple actually is a green apple flavor that tastes like the Jolly Ranchers, like the green apple Jolly Ranchers. So if you're used to that taste, it has that with a little mixture of the green apple Laffy Taffy from back in the day. Not now, because there's some Laffy Taffies that taste kind of different nowadays. So like if I do recommend those drinks if you happen to see them at a gas station, because they're not in stores and grocery stores. So, you know, some of the new flavors of these energy drinks and regular drinks are kind of at these gas stations before they go to the stores and stuff. Still the cranberry Sprite is one that I do recommend. This is just really good. And now, of course, Mr. Pibb is out, but I'm seeing more of the zero sugar. I'm not seeing the regular version of Mr. Pibb. So
it's because nobody drinks Mr. Pibb, Ed.
I mean, they just re-released it. So I guess it's like
the people that drink Mellow Yellow instead of Mountain Dew. You know what I mean? It doesn't exist.
I'm guilty for that.
Oh my gosh, you're the worst.
But you know what? I didn't start drinking Mellow Yellow till they actually brought it back into stores. Because they took Mellow Yellow out for a long time, because that's why everybody was getting Mountain Dew, because nobody had Mellow Yellow. You still can't get Mellow Yellow unless you go to the grocery store, or if you do the soda selections at like Burger King or sometimes Wendy's. That's literally the only way that you can get Mellow Yellow. So,
well, good for Mellow Yellow.
I still prefer Mountain Dew. Mellow Yellow just tastes weird.
It's something, let me tell you.
So, well, everybody, we're gonna get into play with power. Corey, have you been able to play anything with power?
I've been playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors, if that counts.
Same.
Age of Imprisonment. I just got through the Gerudo Desert section. I don't really want to ruin anything because the story is actually like I'm more invested in this story than I have been in Zelda. And I was invested in Tears of the Kingdom, but like this one's like the story is like really good.
Yeah, I'm just about to get there. I just fought in the forest. That little fly thing. I just defeated him, and now I'm about to get into the Gerudo Desert. I still ended up doing the sidetrack stuff.
Yeah, I'm like 12 or 13 hours in. I've been doing all the side content though.
Yeah.
Like I've been doing every side battle. I haven't been looking for all the Koroks and hidden treasures. But I have been doing all the side stuff.
I gotta say, Corey, I like the flying sections in this game.
Yeah, they're okay.
They break up the monotone of the game, so it feels good. I'm just like, oh yeah, I've been playing some Star Fox, but I'm like, you got been playing Star Fox. Is Star Fox played a little bit better than it usually would? I'm like, oh, the fly feels good in this.
I really, it makes me, I mean, I said this last week, but it really makes me want like a full-on Zelda game with Zelda, but this Zelda. I don't want to leave this universe. I know the next game isn't going to be this, but I don't want to leave this Zelda universe like at all. I really love this universe. I do hope the next game is in this universe, just somewhere else, like another continent or something, but landmass, whatever. It just, I know we're not going to get it, and it makes me sad that this is kind of like the last hurrah with these characters, essentially.
I kind of wonder where they could go, because I kind of feel like a full game in this Hyrule, I would be ready for. I would be down for it. I think,
what, like a prequel, like a Zelda-based prequel.
I don't know, maybe, because I'm just like, man, I'm like, what story can you really tell from the imprisonment battle and after? Like, I mean, and still be able to evolve and change the world, but still make it feel familiar. Like, what can you do? Or does Anuma and the team need to make a new version of Hyrule so they can put new game ideas and mechanics?
Well, I think you can keep these characters and leave Hyrule. There's other sections of the world you can go to. I mean, I feel like you can anyway.
Yeah, because I'm like, I still want to know more about the sky. In a sense, like I'm like, how did y'all build this? Like, how did you guys get the idea of having this stuff in the sky? You know, and how does that play a part for this version of Hyrule? And then the depths, like, how does that play a part? Like, where did those grow from, in a sense?
Yeah, I just I don't know. I just think that let's see. I'm looking at other Zelda kingdoms. And trying to see if there's anywhere you could go with these characters specifically. Other kingdoms and lands include Hytopia, the land of fashion-forward royalty, Labrina and Holdrum, which are featured in the Oracle games, New Hyrule, established by Tetra and her crew in Spirit Tracks. Some games also feature parallel worlds like Lorule and the Twilight Realm, which I don't think you would go with these characters, but
I love Link Between Worlds.
There's Termina and World of the Ocean King. Tears of the Kingdom does hint at lands outside of Hyrule with characters coming from distant unseen regions. So there's that. Skyloft. I guess you could kind of look for that, I guess. Mm-hmm. But we kind of have that a little bit already. So there's places you could go with these characters, right? I mean, yeah, or you can go somewhere new, right? I think it would be neat to see, like, what some of these other places would look like in this version, right? Especially like the lands from the Oracle games, or
oh yes,
some of these other places, right? But I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But
I wonder, because Twilight Princess came to mind. I'll be like, dang, I wonder how do you expand Twilight Princess, or would anybody want that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. I really like these versions of these characters, and I think it's because they have given them personality and a voice instead of reading the text all the time, right? And
yeah,
I don't know. I know people were against that at some point, but
the voice acting is so good though. It's good listening to the characters in this game and the music and the Age of Imprisonment. I'm just like, it feels like I'm playing a Legend of Zelda game, but more cinematic and more story based.
Yeah,
and it's still not being so linear. Like, there's more. To get even some of the extra characters, you got to do the side quests, and some of these extra characters are I love their moveset. With it.
Yeah. I mean, I do too. I think Minoru is really interesting to use once you learn. I think she was really hard to use for me at the beginning because she uses the constructs as she's more of a distance character almost, but she uses that four-wheeled construct to take out a ton of enemies, which is cool. She has the kind of the launcher that throws 4 kind of spike balls at characters, which is neat. And then obviously you do the special move with Zelda, and Zelda gets a kind of this mech that you can walk around in, right? That's a cool thing. And then you have fighting as the Korok. I always forget his name, but Calamo is his name.
Calamo. Yeah.
That's really funny to me.
He turns around and it's just blows up. It's so cool though.
And obviously the construct is the stand-in for Link, right? That's clearly, which you're almost at a part where you find out some cool things, Ed. So I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I think you're going to text me as soon as you get there. So,
because I know the one Gerudo captain that was betrayed by Ganon. I know she joins your crew, but
that's not what I'm talking about. That's not
about the. Okay,
I'm talking about I'm talking about the construct specifically.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna find out some cool stuff soon. So,
okay.
I think it's cool. I think it's a cool way to tie it into other things, but
the other
I'll let
things.
you.
Okay.
I'll let you make that decision.
Because I think they're getting ready to all meet up in a sense, but I kind of still love like the separate storylines,
Mhm.
but characters meeting here and there,
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
This story is working so well, dude. I wouldn't.
So like in Tears of the sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go.
In Tears of the Kingdom, like the Zonai were like, I was like, okay, well, this is clearly something fans have wanted to know for a long time. Like big fans wanted to know for a long time, but like I don't know, they kind of seemed weird and off to me, right?
Yeah.
But like finally getting to learn like what's going on in this world and like the like how their technology works and just being in this time period and it explaining more and more about it is like it's so much. I feel much better about all of it. So
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's really interesting now. It's still weird that like the goat people are making children with humans, but that's whatever.
Here or there.
I'll just kind of ignore it for now.
I'm shocked the way that the queen died, like by Ganon.
What do you mean?
And I'm like,
that happens in Tears of the Kingdom. That's literally a cutscene ripped from Tears of the Kingdom.
I know, but I'm just shocked at
Also, spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom, by the way, if you haven't played it yet. I'm sorry.
Right. No, I think I was expecting to have her a little bit longer in the game before that happened.
Yeah, but it gives Rauru a reason to fight back now.
Yes.
Right. Instead of trying to be diplomatic about everything, it gives him a reason to fight back, which is nice.
Because I'm like, I'm loving her as a character, and it's just like, you Final Fantasy VII, my girl. I'm just like, you did it earlier in the game. I'm just like, I don't want one more mission with her, but I see it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's yeah. No yawning. No yawning.
Well, anything else, Corey, that you've been playing?
I played the first hour of Tomb Raider Definitive Edition.
Same.
Which was cool.
I have to adjust to the controls, in a sense, because I'm so used to the Xbox version. So I'm like, okay, let me adjust to the game, the Switch 2 version.
Yeah, I mean, it's
it feels good though. Like it plays very well. It's like, yeah, I'm back in.
Yeah, it's I like it still. It looks like the Xbox 360 version. Honestly, like I still think the Xbox One version looks better. Although I could just be thinking of Rise and Shadow, which look exponentially better than this, right?
Yes.
But it's still cool that it's here, and it gives me hope that we're going to get the other two games. But it also makes me wonder if we're ever going to get the Legend trilogy, because I remember liking those games too. Right? Like I don't know, Legend was on GameCube, and then the other two were on Wii, right? Like if you're a Nintendo person.
Yes.
And then they were all on Xbox 360 and PS2 and 3.
Yes.
Hopefully Aspire release. I wonder if that's going to be the trilogy they release next, and then they'll release these individually. Is my guess.
Because the Legend ones will be the last collection after, because like once Rise and Shadow come out, then the other ones is it 3 of them, or is it?
There's 3. Well, there's Legend, Underworld, and then that Anniversary, which was like the pseudo remake of the first game.
Then all 12 all 12 games will be out there.
Well, the isometric ones are also on there too, right? So
yeah,
which are interesting but not great. But yeah, I mean, they're all going to be there eventually, it seems like, which is nice.
yeah. That I'm super shocked because it's only out for Switch too. Because they have the other.
It's on Switch 1
and Switch also, but yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, the new trilogy version, those are on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and they also could be played on Series X.
Rise and Shadow both have Series X versions. So,
that is true.
Yeah, well, technically, Rise is the Xbox One X version, which is 4K 60. But
okay,
I always forget that Rise also got an Xbox 360 version. Remember that?
Yes,
which is the version I think we're going to get for Switch 2, which is fine. I mean, those games are fun and it doesn't matter, but
because like Rise was only exclusive to Xbox 360 and 1 because that was a time Fallout 4 came out and everybody was
they released it on the same day. Great marketing by Microsoft again.
but that and Ori was the reason that I got an Xbox One. Because once I realized Rise was coming to Xbox, I'm like, oh, I gotta have this. I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to be playing this game at the time of release. And love Rise. It's still a battle between Rise and Shadow, but I feel like Rise takes number 1, Shadow takes 2.
Yeah, I'm the other way around, but they're still both like, it's like 1A and 1B. It could be either one depending on the mood you're in, honestly.
And Shadow is phenomenal on Series X. Oh, I love that one. It looks really good and plays so smooth.
I love Shadow. That scene where she's coming out of the water and when the plane explodes behind her. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
What a cool moment. It's like an iconic moment. So good.
And just the music change. She just, I'm like, she's broke. She's broken. She don't care anymore. She's going in. It's such a great set piece. I was like, all right, Crystal Dynamics. Was it Crystal Dynamics?
No, it was Eidos Montreal.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if the next game will be. I wonder if the next game will be a sequel to these games or another reboot.
Because they're back on the series, right? Because Amazon brought them, right? Or
they're doing that. Yeah, they're doing it because Perfect Dark got canceled, so they laid off a bunch of people, and then it's all hands on deck for Tomb Raider now.
So is Crystal Dynamics? Is that owned by Amazon or just Tomb Raider owned by Amazon? And Crystal Dynamics is
Tomb Raider's owned by Amazon. Crystal Dynamics is owned by the Embracer Group or whatever they're called now.
Oh, they're still with them. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, Microsoft should have bought them instead of Activision. Sorry.
That's that's another story that had to do it. We talked about it, Corey, that Sony don't feel like Bungie is delivering. Activision and like the ZeniMax is not delivering. And it's just like, wow, y'all brought these companies. I mean, y'all had the money, y'all had the right, y'all brought these companies, and it feels like it didn't pay off for either one of y'all. Yeah. So
it's not great, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, I guess.
Yes. Oh. Well, anything else, Corey?
Nothing major. I mean, I played a little bit of Mario Kart, right? I played Oh, I did pick up Kirby Air Riders. I haven't played it yet.
I need to pick it up too.
It's on my shelf over there.
I'm going to pick it up next next paycheck. I didn't pick it up this week. So
Ed, guess
other things.
what I bought, and I'm gonna play it tomorrow during the Browns game.
What did you pick up?
Madden for Switch.
That's
It's on sale. It's on sale for $30 right now. So I was like,
not bad.
Why not?
Digital or physical?
Oh, digital.
Oh, okay.
Right. I don't need a key card for the Madden and whatever. But I got it.
Huh? Okay.
We're gonna see how it goes.
Are you gonna do Browns versus whoever they're playing?
I'm just gonna do a franchise mode, whatever. I know that's unpopular these days, but that's not the that's not the customer that EA wants, but I don't care.
You give them money, so the game is yours in your hands. So
yeah, it's
it is what it is.
Yeah, it's I'm excited to try it out. I'm in a football mood right now because like, I mean, obviously the Browns, they suck, but like there's actually something to be excited about tomorrow with Shedeur Sanders starting, which is something we've all been waiting for I don't know.
Would this be like his first game starting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's something that Browns fans have been waiting on for a while. And I wonder how it's going to go. And I'm kind of in a football. I'm rarely excited for the Browns games these days. So just give me this one. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I've been in the mood for Madden recently. It hasn't been very fun the last few years, but oopsie me, I bought it. But this is the first one I've purchased in like 6 or 7 years because you get the trial on if you're a Game Pass subscriber.
Yes.
So I've been downloading that and you get 10 hours to play. And I'm like, well, that's like a couple online games. I can start a franchise, whatever. And if I like it, I'll buy it. By the time my trial runs out, it'll be on sale or it'll be on Game Pass when the playoffs start.
And I wonder if you get Game Pass Ultimate now, do you get the full game? Since you get EA and Ubisoft.
You don't get the full game until it comes to EA Origin.
So you do get, but you get the trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get a trial for every new EA game, I guess. Okay. You get them for the sports games at least. I think you got one for Battlefield. I don't know how long it was, but I hear Battlefield's okay.
Yeah, it's getting it. People say that people are loving that game more than the new COD. So
yeah, well, you know.
Velgar. Goodness, what is EA? Dang that bit.
Dragon Age. BioWare?
Dragon Age. Yeah, Dragon Age. Velgar. They got the game like for $9.99. I think at Best Buy still. I was just like, please, people go buy this game because it's so good.
I can't believe they didn't put it. I mean, I can because it's EA, but I can't believe they didn't put it on Switch at launch. I feel like that would have been a perfect Switch 2 game.
Oh, I would have definitely spent another $60-$70 just to get it on Switch.
I mean, like, I'm not a big Dragon Age fan, but I would have put it there. I would have played it there probably. Just because I like to play RPGs on the Switch because I have more. Theoretically, I have more wiggle room to play those, right? But I don't know, man. I feel like they should have done that. Why didn't they do that?
I don't know. And I think it would have got more sales because I'm like, of course, you got like Cyberpunk and stuff, but I'm just like, no, Velgar is really good, and I think that would have got more sales and more recognition because, once again, Switch and Switch 2 is kind of like right now the big home for RPGs, and
Yeah.
it has a better chance of succeeding on that system.
Yeah.
Uh,
It just bothers me, man. I feel like, I mean, I don't care if the game's good or not. I don't care about the stuff surrounding. I don't know. I feel like it deserved another shot. I feel like it just, I don't know, man.
uh, I feel like some of EA's past catalogs would do so much better on Switch 2, so much recognition, because that not only helps build a library. I think people now, as they are, more experienced with getting games, I feel like are more willing to try a lot of stuff that comes to Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And like help sales and recognition of the game. Because definitely, like, if it helps, that's going to make the game more popular. And then it'd be like, okay, we may want to release this, or, push a marketing thing to be like, hey, we got this game out, but you can also play it here. Or if you want to play it on our Origin, you could, play here by subscribing.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's ways to, like, I think just like take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, look how well Cyberpunk did. I mean, in like some of these other games, right? Like
Yakuza is done very well on Switch.
Yeah, I don't know how well Zero sold though. Like, I feel like some of the older ones aren't going to do as well at this point because they've been re-released so many times. But I don't know. It's whatever.
I think Sega is willing to bring the whole series over, even because, like, man, Judgment and the second game, those are really great games that would definitely do well on the Switch. Because I beat them on Xbox, and man, they are so good. I mean, yeah, they are detective games, but they also play like the old school Yakuza games. And it feels just really good, and there's just so much side stuff that people could do.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm more inclined to play Yakuza now too because it's on Switch too.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to. It's just, I don't know. There's no time, and there's so many of them, and makes me sad. There's so many of them. Why are there so many of them?
Yeah. Well, I still got to play. Well, I still got to beat 0, and I got to beat 6. I did everything from 1 to 5. On Series X. I mean, I beat some of these on PS2 and PS3 when they originally came out, but doing my Yakuza run, I got most of them. So 0 and 6 I need to beat. I did both Judgments, and both Like a Dragons are finished. So once I beat 0 and 6, I'll be caught up with everything. Well, I'll get into our show and tell stuff with our pickups later, because I did pick up a particular Yakuza game.
Nice.
So
nice.
So well, Corey, if that's all, I've been playing also Age of Imprisonment and Tomb Raider. I also been playing Octopath Traveler and Expedition 33. I've been still grinding a little bit in that game for that. But I did beat Absalom. It's the road like beat 'em up game. I'm gonna say this. I didn't beat it in its natural way. There's some things I cut off and added on. So I did it where I can't lose energy, did infinite health, and I just ran through the whole game because I'm like, of course, being it in this normal way, you would have got the same ending if you just beat it in this kind of fashion, and the options was there. So I'm just like, I just want to see what this game leads me to and stuff. So I beat it multiple times that way, and just like, okay, I get the gist of it. There's two endings, and that's it. So I'm like, nothing is lost. There is side quests and stuff that I still need to finish, which I could go in and finish and stuff. But I have fun with it. It's a nice beat 'em up. And yeah, like I said, it does have a roguelike kind of feel to it, but um, you could really just play it almost as a beat 'em up and just like go through the game without with removing the roguelike feel to it and just play it as like a full game that you just want to get through without having no problems of dying or something. They put that option in, and it once you beat it, you can say that you beat the game. It's up to you on how you want to play the game. So
yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so like I said, Octopath Traveler 1, I'm making moves in, and Expedition 33, I'm making moves in with that. So that's pretty much all that I've been playing. But I'm gonna get into my show and tell, Corey, first. Unless you need to go get something for show and tell or anything.
No, I don't have anything really to show.
All right. So I kind of did my Black Friday shopping a little bit earlier, everybody. And I spent about $400 in total. But I got a lot of great games and stuff. Some of them I'm putting them back because I already had. So I did get a 512 gigabyte express card. It was like $89.99 at Best Buy. So I took advantage of that. I got Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 for Switch, the remastered. I got Assassin's Creed Shadows for Xbox Series X. I got Mind's Eye for $19.99 from Best Buy. I got Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Monster Hunter Wilds. I got No Sleep for Kanama Date. This is the AI, the Somian Files. And then I got Mafia, the Old Country.
Nice.
Some really, really good deals. What was funny about Mind's Eye is that they were doing a doorbuster for it for $29.99, but when the doorbuster ended, they went to $19.99, so they dropped to $10.
Interesting.
So, also for Assassin's Creed, I got like this lithograph kind of thing. It still got the sticker on the inner thing because it's still wrapped up in the plastic. But that's pretty much all that I got. And I know Assassin's Creed and Metro Prime is coming out in a couple of weeks. So I am going to get those two on Switch too. But I'm just like, since they had a good sale with the prices for Series X and for the regular Switch and Switch 2, I'm just like, yeah, let me snag it. Take advantage of it.
Nice.
So yeah. Anything for you, Corey?
I did get a couple Switch 2 games. I got Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition and Kirby Air Riders back there on my shelf, along with Hyrule Warriors. So those are the 3 physical Switch games I have Switch 2 games I have right now.
Nice.
I'm gonna try again. So
I will say this, Corey. Now you have reason to go back to Breath of the Wild because you have the Switch 2 edition and it doesn't have no save data on it.
I mean, it imports your save from 1, so
I thought it would be something new.
No, but they do give you a second save slot, which is nice. Instead
Okay.
of, you know, so you can keep your progress on the other one. So that's a nice. It does it for both of them.
Okay. Cool.
So that's that's good. I don't think I got anything else. Not yet, at least.
Yeah, I don't have anything else, and so I know there's some games and stuff that I still have wrapped up that I need to unwrap and like playing my Switch and then my Xbox. So there's some stuff from my Xbox I need to take off so I can put in the new games in it and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm very bothered by like the way that Xbox is going. And obviously my PlayStation I sold because of various reasons. One of the reasons, honestly, is because it just kept shutting off on its own and overheating. But it's like I think it's a known issue with the launch PlayStations with its like liquid cooling or whatever. But that's a story for another day.
Yeah, I still need the Pro, and I still want Ghost of Yotai. And then I don't know what to do after that.
I mean, that's fair.
So, well, everybody, with that, it's time for Family News. Corey, take it away.
It is time for Family News. Sorry, I'm trying to not die here. All right, so we only have two stories, and we already kind of talked about one of them, Ed. In an unexpected move for both Tomb Raider and Nintendo fans, Aspyr, the studio behind two previous Tomb Raider classic collections, among other classic game ports, mostly the Star Wars collections and stuff like that, announced and released Tomb Raider Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 on November 18th. So it's out already. Originally published by Square Enix and developed by Crystal Dynamics, the 2013 classic received a Definitive Edition upgrade in 2014 with all DLC included, enhanced visuals and frame rate, and now the game is officially on Switch and Switch 2 for $19.99. It is on sale for the first week, so it's $17.99. It's still that. Yeah. I don't know how long it is that, but
and then if you have both of the collections, there are additional 10% each digitally. So if you have like Tomb Raider 1 to 3 digitally and Tomb Raider 4 to 6 on it, you get 10 additional. So you could get 30% off the Definitive Edition.
Oh, cool. We kind of wonder if Rise and Shadow will come next. I hope so. It seems like they will at this point. I think it kind of feels like they want those games everywhere now. And like at this point, I feel like if publishers can spare the money, like just get your games on Switch 2. It doesn't, you know, like even if you have low expectations, it's just nice to have things on platforms, right? Like I've said this 100 times, Ed, like if major third party games were on Switch, and like I would just only play Switch at this point, because Nintendo is the only reliable company, it feels like, besides Valve, and I'm not PC gaming, so
exactly. I mean, I would still be a multiplayer game, multi-console gamer,
but I mean, like, my main platform would be Switch, because obviously things like Destiny and online games aren't coming, but
and to me, the controller still feels good with these games, and you know, people are still showing these third-party games that they're playing it on Switch. Because even with this Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, dude, folks were shocked and were buying the game. They're just like, "Yeah, I'm about to play this on Switch too."
Mhm.
So I'm like, when I messaged you, and you were just like, yeah, when you brought up the idea, because I didn't even think about Rise and Shadow, and when you mentioned it, I was just like, okay, yes, they could do Rise and Shadow, the ones that we've been asking for, but I'm like, I literally wonder where they do a Shadow drop for both games, um, because you were just like, I think you said like, I think I said like March or April 2026 would be a good time for those games to come out, or even doing the collection for it, because I think people would go out definitely buy these games on there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also think like I think that these games are just so good, and like we've said before,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Xbox and Nintendo don't really have games like this. Obviously, PlayStation has Uncharted, right? But like,
Right.
I mean, this is, and from a gameplay perspective, I think Tomb Raider is much better than
Better.
Uncharted. I love Uncharted, don't get me wrong, but like I still think that Tomb Raider, from a gameplay perspective, especially Rise and Shadow, like where they really kind of flesh it out, is
Yes.
from a gameplay perspective is much
It
better.
it this is like Star Wars Outlaws on Switch 2 is a great action adventure game. And this joins the ranks of it. I'm like, yeah, let this genre of gaming fall on the Switch 2 or even Switch.
Hmm.
Well, for both. If it can happen. Why not?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think we're gonna see more and more games, like not necessarily from Crystal Dynamics or like
Mhm.
whatever. I think we're gonna see more older third party games make their way over now, like in a major way.
And if they do it at a reasonable price, because 19.99, that's a good price, dude. A really good price.
Yeah, I mean they're not. I mean, I would have probably paid 30 or 40 for this game. I think it's that good, but
You
that's
know, I like this as an introductory price. I think I would pay 30 or 40 for Rise and Shadow.
yeah. To me though, I don't know if you can go that high at this point because you can already get the entire trilogy and all the DLC for
Mm, for,
for
for like
$60.
60.
But I mean, it's
Or
also on sale for $20 all the time. The whole trilogy's on other platforms, so I
yeah.
don't know if you can really go that high. But it is. These are games that I feel like are definitely worth more than they charge for this.
And I think this is a series that people will double dip. Definitely if they are Tomb Raider
I
fans.
mean, this is the
I
fourth
think
time
definitely
I've
do.
brought this game, so and then I got it for free on Steam for some reason. So I own
Oh
it
wow.
5 different places.
So I own the original on Xbox One. I own Definitive. I think on Xbox One. I own it on PlayStation 4, and now I own it on Switch, because I know I own Rise on Xbox and PlayStation, and I only own Shadow on Xbox. I don't have Shadow on PlayStation 4. But I will buy like Rise and Shadow on Switch too.
Yeah, these are games worth having. So if you um, have a chance to, if you have some money burning a hole in your pocket because there's not enough to play right now,
Mhm.
uh,
And there's a lot of to do in these games. Just
yeah,
100% it.
yeah. So just yeah, it's worth playing. So check it out. It's great. I love it.
Hmm.
Uh, all right. I guess we'll move on to this next story, Ed. On Tuesday, the nominees for the Game Awards were announced, with Donkey Kong Bonanza earning a spot among the 6 Game of the Year contenders. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 leads the nominations with 12 total, while Mario Kart World received 2. The show will air on December 11th. This is quite the it's quite the list. I don't know. We were talking about it before we started recording, and I just really feel like a lot of this is just a waste of time. I don't know. I want to like the Game Awards a lot. I think Jeff Keighley really rallies for these things, right? Like, I think, let me back up a little bit. The way the Game Awards shake out, I feel like are not necessarily Jeff's fault, right? Like because like I was listening to, who was I listening? I think Jeff Gersman was talking about this. Like, when they send ballots out, they ask people to nominate games. They don't just have a list of games for you to vote for. Like, they ask for games to nominate. And so, like, this is on the press not knowing what certain terms mean, or like, not know, like, especially like niche games don't get nominated because not everybody played them.
Right.
So, we were talking about the 100-line Defense Academy or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And like, a lot of people thought that might be the best RPG of the year, but like, nobody in the mainstream press played it. It's such a niche game. And so, like, it wasn't nominated for best RPG. And then like, you go to games for impact, right? I mean, there's some interesting ones here, but like, none of them, I feel like there have been a couple years where like they are really stretching what this category means to fit 5 games in here. So I don't know. And then also, like, we're talking about best debut indie game. Like, Expedition 33 should not be in here. It is not an indie game. Or it's also nominated for best indie game. It's not an indie game. Kepler Interactive is a major publisher. It should not be in here. I think Blueprints definitely should be in here. I mean, Ball Pit is published by Devolver Digital. Like,
right. And people love Ball Pit. Ball Pit is a wonderful game.
I'm not taking anything away from it. It's just like, they're definitely trying to make indie, like the word indie, be more of a vibe and not a term like that is used realistically.
Right. Because
like, I get that, but there needs to be a word for that, right? Like, independent is a small team with no developer, in my opinion. Like,
right. And it's that you publish and develop the game yourself. You don't release it like Supergiant. Hades. I can understand Hades 2 being as a nomination because they develop,
they self-publish.
You're right. So and yes, they have like top tier quality games. They literally have a huge like IP, like lineup of games. So I could understand them be like best indie game nomination for them because they've been in the game long, but they do everything themselves, and they get the reward because they're releasing it themselves and developing it themselves.
Yeah. And that's an indie game. So
exactly,
when Mina the Hollower comes out, that's an indie game, right? Like, I know that Yacht Club does publishing for other games, but like,
Yacht Club is still indie though.
And they publish their own games. They're an indie team. I mean, their whole studio is like 20 people, right? If that. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But I do want to talk about some of these. I don't want to. I don't want to go through every single one.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start with game of the year, real quick. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Donkey Kong Bananza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 are the nominees. Anything you think shouldn't be there, Ed?
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people really loved that game this year, though.
That game came out and it's a blip. I think it's for like the PC crowd. I would say, and people really
are still talking about it on podcasts that I listen to, but
I think it's too realistic of a game too, because it looks like you have to do a lot of steps.
You do.
In order to progress.
That's what people like about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that, and goodness, I'm sorry, Death Stranding 2. I don't think that should be on the list.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people would argue with you there.
Because, I mean, people would be like, well, because it's a Kojima game and their relationship, it should be on there. I'm not saying that the production or the game is not good at all. Don't get me wrong. Maybe it's one of, I'm not seeing, maybe I didn't see a lot of the PlayStation community say much about it. I heard it a little bit on podcasts, like Get Play. I heard it there, but I think, I don't know. I just feel like that game didn't move the needle. Like it wasn't interesting enough to hold people's conversation. Like I heard more of Silent Hill F being, people talking more about that and enjoying that more than I've been hearing about Death Stranding 2. And I mean, if people feel like that it deserves to be there, then it deserves it. I'm not knocking the game or anything, but I just feel like, I don't know, something about it just screams that it shouldn't have been in the nominee for it. But then the hard part comes in. Well, what do you replace it with? And it's just like.
But I mean, I think you could make the argument that Hollow Knight still feels like a blip. Like it feels like that game came and went like a fart in the wind. Like I don't hear anybody talking about that game.
Yeah, the game. I think that game got on the list because of people's anticipation.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it did.
and because it released and it was like the big thing, people didn't realize, oh, this is too difficult, to the point where PC players had to really mod the game so they could make it less challenging. Mm-hmm. So like even Hollow Knight, Silk Song, as good as it was in the beginning, I think people walked away because it just got too repetitive, and the repetitiveness just started making people lose interest because of the difficulty. They just overdid it. They didn't balance the game because the developers were having so much fun. They didn't realize that, well, you guys are the play testers. Not everybody in the world play tests this game and are on the level that you guys are on. So you left it a certain way that we as players did not enjoy. So, I feel like Donkey Kong Bananza, outside of being a Nintendo fan and everything, I believe that earned it because of the design. People really, really love that game. They enjoy the aesthetics, how the game looks. Even like the old banana, saying that stuff, and the music and just exploring. I feel like that game earns its position. Same with Expedition 33. Like it's on the level cosplay wise, with the French character that everybody used with the mime looking kind of character. I gotta play more to understand it. That was that, huh?
The mime looking character?
Yeah, everybody been dressing with the red and white shirt and the black
that's
overalls.
not a character. That's an outfit you unlock.
Oh, I don't know. Man, there was been so many looks on it. That's why at PAX West, I was seeing more of that. Like that's on the level of Mario from the Mario Brothers. You know, because that's what the cosplay I was seeing. But you know, the story, the music, the gameplay, like the emotion, like I said, the emotional connection that the game had for a lot of people, they came away with that. So it put it into the Game of the Year nomination. Like that, I feel like those two games earned it. You know, if people feel like Death Stranding 2 earned it, then yes. But I'm just like, man, trying to replace those other games. Like, personally, for me, I would have put Avowed up there because I'm like, I love the gameplay of Avowed, the story, the character decisions.
I feel like that was another game that came and went too.
It did, but I think it's one of the best Series X games that came out this year.
Well,
And
the bar's not
you know,
very high.
but I feel like with Series X, and I'm like, I know, like I said, this is a Nintendo podcast. I'm like, man, Hellblade 2 to Avowed. It's just like, yeah, this is top tier Microsoft. This is top tier Xbox for me, personally. Like for first party stuff. And South by Midnight, yeah, it's a new IP. It didn't hit well. I don't feel like it earned a Game of the Year nomination, but I'm like, it's something different. And definitely for us in the Black culture, you know, we got a Black female protagonist and a story like that. We don't see that. We don't get that representation. And Microsoft was ready to give I keep wanting to, it's not compassion, but
Compulsion.
It gives them a chance to do stuff like this, and I truly love seeing that. And the game is fun. It really is fun. With it, and it's funny, but I'm like, it does have a heartwarming story too, also for a action adventure game. So, but yeah, it's just like. For me, I would have put Blade Chimera because even though that's a 1632/bit Metrovania, I'm like, I had so much fun with that game, and it tells a really cool story, and it's just a great game from players that I feel like a lot of people missed. Yeah, but man, I wanted to put Mario Kart World there, but I'm just like, no, I feel like Age of Imprisonment would have been a good spot in there too. Ghost of Yotai I would have put in there. I feel like Ghost of Yotai deserved a Game of the Year nomination. I feel like. So.
Yeah, it still feels like it still feels like a lot. That game kind of came and went too, but it's already the 10th best selling game of the year, so people bought it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if Grand Theft Auto 6 would have came out, I think that would have got more nominations because it's got Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, it would have won because it's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Despite if it's good or not. I mean, whatever. I don't really care. But
people feel like it's going to win next year. I'm like, well,
I mean, it probably will if it comes out. Doesn't get delayed again.
But I think it's going to miss it because it's coming like November 19th. But I feel like that would be cheating if that game came out and it ended up in the nominations. Be like, okay, that's a cheat. That's a big cheat right there.
Well, I mean, it depends on what the cutoff is.
Yeah, well, it should have been early because like Dispatch came out and that got a nomination for something.
Yeah, but that I feel like that game is in a weird spot because it's episodic and like the full game wasn't out, so it couldn't be nominated for Game of the Year. But I think there was enough of it out for it to like be. in other categories, right? So I don't know.
I think for not even for any other categories. I think because and it's not even the full game being out. It's just that the game getting a late release just from the first 2 episodes that it even ended up in the game of the year, or not game of the year, the Game Awards as a nomination for a category. And you're like, wait a minute, that it should have been cut off by then. Because I'm like, there's a lot of games that that has came out around the same time, even when it's just review and it had like 1 week and it didn't get nominated and stuff. And I can understand Indiana Jones getting nominated because it came out for PlayStation. And it didn't miss the nominations for last year. So I can understand that. But it's just like it's just so weird on, like you said, when the cutoff was.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So
I just work here. Let's see. I don't know. Are there any other categories you want to look at? I mean, let's see. Best art direction. We have the same games again. Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yotai, Hades 2, Yotai. I don't know which one it is. Hollow Knight, Silk Song.
I would give art direction definitely to Death Stranding 2. That art design looks impressive.
I would give it to Kojima. I would give it to Expedition 33. You'll see someday. Maybe. Probably not. It'll take you 5 years to beat this, like Breath of the Wild.
No. Hey, I will work on Expedition 33 more. I would get past the first act.
I don't think you will.
Look, I'm still trying to wait for you to get onto Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And
I haven't even beaten Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Ed, so
it wouldn't even matter. Look, you're still trying to get through Final Fantasy 7.
Am I?
I said that's why I used the word try.
I feel like that ship has sailed 3 or 4 separate times. I don't even know what's going on right now in that game.
Oh well.
It's fine. I'll get to it someday. It'll be my I don't know. All right, what was I doing now? Okay. Hold on. I'm here. Where's the Game Awards tab? Here it is. Best performance. There are 3 actors in here from Clair Obscur Expedition 33. We have Ben Starr for Expedition 33. We have Charlie Cox for Expedition 33. Erika Ishii from Ghost of Yotai. Jennifer English from Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Man,
great choices.
Well, Jennifer English just won it for the golden joysticks, I think. So
that game, I think it won every category that it was in.
I'm sure it did.
It's the first time that one game has won every category that it got nominated in.
It's a good game, but yeah, I feel like there shouldn't be 3 people from that game in here. They are all great. They are all great actors.
Yes,
I don't want to take that away from any of them, but there are so many other games this year that deserved something in that category. So I don't know, man. I feel bad that there are 3 people there. I mean, 2, okay, Ben Starr and Jennifer English. Charlie Cox has admitted he doesn't even know what the game's about. He was only in studio for 4 hours. He recorded all of his lines, and I get it. He's a big star, right? because of Daredevil and everything, but like,
yeah,
some of these other people, man, they depend on these awards to get, for their resumes to get other voice acting jobs and stuff, right? So like, I don't know, man. I feel like
it I would have took him out. I wouldn't know. I would probably replace it with someone from Death Stranding too. But Troy Baker, I think now this is a game that he deserved this nomination because he literally sounds like Harrison Ford. Like he did really really good voicing.
Yeah, he's pretty great in that game. So yeah, I just feel bad that this is the year he got nominated for it.
Yeah,
because I do feel like someone from Clair Obscur is going to win.
Freddie Ben Starr.
Yeah,
which it was so awesome to meet him again at PAX West and get to interview with him. But just like talking to him and everything and thanking him, he just like so cool.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll get there. Let's see what else. I don't know. We're only going to do a couple more. I don't want to go through all this. I'm just like, let's see.
Skip all the I'm lucky they did all the esports stuff first because I'm just like, I don't know about these people. Just select somebody. Don't know about this VR game. I select something and moved on. Just give me to the nominations.
Let's do most anticipated game here. Let's see. We have 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 5, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, that's what I said. That's what I meant. Resident Evil Requiem and The Witcher 4.
So I went for Wolverine. I'm just gonna admit, I would rather go for Wolverine. People know how I feel about GTA. Requiem is coming out soon in 2 more months. So
and I feel like The Witcher is too far away.
Yeah, I'm like, we ain't seen nothing about that. I will say, who was I? I was talking to somebody, Delvin Cox. I was talking to, and I was talking to him about Requiem, and I was just like, it's such a crazy flip about Capcom, supporting Nintendo Switch 2 with Requiem. Like you see more.
Did you see the big thing in Japan right now?
No,
Sony's financials. They're releasing a Japan-specific PlayStation 5 to battle their loss to Nintendo. Because the third-party games because the Switch 2 is now powerful enough, and Japanese developers are gaining a more of a foothold in Japan again because of the Switch 2, and they're losing all their like promotional stuff. That's why we're seeing a lot of third-party commercials for Nintendo right now. Like, remember when I told you, like during the NFL season, every Madden commercial I've seen has been a Nintendo Switch commercial. Every single one, and that's on network TV, man.
Because in Japan for Switch 2, they released the Japanese only version.
I know.
So when Sony did that State of Play Japan, they announced them doing the same thing, but I didn't think Sony was losing any money to Nintendo because of that. I just thought that, goodness, is Region Lock need to go back to Japan?
I mean, they're doing it to cut costs, apparently, which I feel like that would take more work to do, but I don't know. Apparently it's a components thing, like I don't know.
Because it's a little bit cheaper, I think.
It's the same price as it would be here instead of because the yen is so bad.
I heard about it being so bad. I was shocked about it.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, but it's anyway. Sony is like losing terribly. I mean, the PlayStation 5 is huge. I can't fit it in my house, let alone a little Japanese home where they like literally live on top of each other,
and it's expensive.
Yeah. So,
wow, that I did not know. I know through the State of Play Japan that they were doing it. So I just thought that, hey, since Nintendo is doing it, Sony would do it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know about the financial parts of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, Sony, y'all was running things with the PlayStation 4. That got y'all buku bucks.
Yeah. So that's something to keep track of, at least.
Because I think the Switch to Japan only is like 383 or something like that, like 380 something, like in Japan.
I mean, US, no, it's more, it's super expensive over there.
For the Switch to Japan only?
Oh, Switch 2. I thought you said PlayStation.
Oh no, the Switch 2 Japan. Because I think when Switch 2 came out,
Let's see.
It was cheaper in Japan with the Japanese
Switch,
only version.
The Nintendo Switch launched at $262. Switch 2 launched at $340. But it's the Switch, it's the Japan language only system. So
at 340.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just kind of crazy that like PlayStation like never considers Nintendo a real competitor. They like live side by side, but now that the third party games are like literally partnering with Nintendo to do marketing and stuff, like they're feeling it over there. And I also think like that comes back to like their CEO is Japanese now and not, an English person, right? Like who was focusing on Europe and the United States instead of, their home country of Japan.
Right, because
I think that
they were
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, because they were making more money in UK and the US, since the UK is such a Sony heavy country, which is still weird to go from Sega to Sony, in a sense.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Thank you for letting me know that. I did not know that was the reason. I knew they had the Japanese PlayStation 5 coming, but I didn't know that the financial reasons was the reason why.
Dude, they're like their sales over there have essentially have tanked. They've been terrible the last year. Like all the sales that they report are basically here, Canada, and Europe, essentially.
So maybe that's why what's the magazine in Japan? Fami something. Famitsu. Yeah, maybe that's why their reporting on the system has been more just switched to heavy base, and then the regular Switch being like number 2 or number 3, and then it'll be Sony and Xbox and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. That's PlayStation's financials. So if you want to check that out, you should do that. Anyways, what were we talking about now? Most anticipated game, right? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think out of this list, mine would be Wolverine. Look, I'm excited to play 007, but like, I'll play it when I play it. I'm not like dying to play it.
Yeah.
The Witcher 4 is way too far away, in my opinion. I don't care about Grand Theft Auto 6, really.
I've been seeing more because it's the gameplay, and
I need to see much more of it than just pretty graphics and stuff. But like, I don't know. I think Resident Evil Requiem looks great. I just don't like horror games, but I will do my best to play it.
I think that's I think I'm gonna pick it up for Switch 2 and play it. I still have got Village that I need to try. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing this. All right.
Side note before we go into Pack Watch. I know Hitman Assassin's gonna have Eminem versus Shady.
Yeah, I saw that
because of the preview thing. That Hitman game isn't on Switch, right? It's just the one that's on Xbox. That one is okay.
They're
I didn't know which.
No, it's the World of Assassination. It's the whole thing.
Okay, I didn't know which Hitman's was on Switch 2.
Yeah, Hitman World of Assassination is on Switch 2. Hitman Blood Money and Absolution are on Switch 1.
Okay.
But yes, that Eminem thing is going to be a part of the Switch version as well.
Okay.
In case you cared.
I watched the preview partner one. It's just like, yeah.
Let's talk about this best family game, since this is where Nintendo games are usually sitting. Only 2 games from Nintendo in this category. Donkey Kong Bananza, Lego Party, which is essentially Mario Party but with Legos, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. Not sure if Split Fiction is a family game, but
right.
I don't know. I feel like Mario Kart's got this in the bag, gonna be honest with you.
Even though some people feel like Cross Worlds is better than Mario Kart World.
Yeah, but I think that's just like a cool kid thing. I think it's cool to like Sonic again instead of crap all over him, right?
I feel like Bananza is gonna win this category. I think World would do probably better in the racing game category. Now, if Nintendo don't win anything, I would just be shocked and be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if Nintendo doesn't win anything at the Game Awards, what are we losing? People still picked up those games. They still love them. They're still gonna sell. They're still gonna be more memorable than anything else.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like Mario Kart kind of has it just because it's a multiplayer game.
Mm-hmm.
But that's whatever.
And it's really fun. That game is really, really fun.
Yeah, I mean, I still think 8 is better, but that's just my own opinion. It's a great game. I just like I like the 8 better. So
yeah.
All right.
Mario Kart World did help 8 get even more sales and still climb. That's crazy, dude. When a sequel is having your predecessor still make money. Insane.
Yeah. All right, Ed, let's get into Pack Watch.
Pack Watch.
Here are the games that you can play on your Nintendo Switch right now, and Switch 2. Bubble Bobble Sugar Dungeons. Bub the Bubble Blowing Dragon goes on an adventure through sweet dungeons that change every time. Blow bubbles to catch bullies. Use your horns and spikes to burst the bubbles and beat them. Bubbles can be carried by the wind, and you can get to high places by riding bubbles. Jeez, enough in the bubbles. A lot in here. Collect treasures in dungeons that change every time you step inside and conquer huge castles. Collecting treasures will strengthen Bub's abilities and skills. Get stronger along with Bub and explore the depths of treat-filled dungeons. It's quite the explanation. Bubble Symphony is coming.
Another Bubble Bobble.
A port of 1997 home console version of the action game Bubble Symphony, which originally appeared in arcades in 1994. Choose from 4 characters with each with different abilities and play in 2-player co-op mode. You can also enjoy a variety of worlds by choosing a course from the doors that appear after clearing each world. Characters and worlds from other Taito titles appear as well. Defeat enemies, collect hidden items to solve puzzles, and aim for a true ending. And last but not least, new P-Cross game. Wouldn't be a Nintendo console without P-Cross, right? There were 37 of them on the Switch one.
To tell you the truth, I think it is.
P-Cross S Capcom SNK collection is coming on the 27th. Numerous nostalgic scenes from Capcom games, from 8-bit action and shooting games to 16-bit beat-em-ups and the original fighting game, are available to discover as pixel art illustrations. For SNK, 50 titles are included, from arcade heroes of the past to iconic Neo Geo characters whose 100 mega shock impact can still be felt in the modern day.
So I put them together because they're two separate ones. It's Picross S Capcom, and then Picross S SNK and Neo Geo. Don't know why they named it that, but I'm just like, combine this together. It's the same thing, just different companies.
Yeah. All right. Here are some of the updates happening this week. Bandai Namco's Shadow Labyrinth version 1.1.0 update is now live on most platforms, including Switch and Switch 2. This adds an easier explorer mode, broad balance tweaks, major maze revisions, mini puck control improvements, and numerous fixes aimed at enhancing overall gameplay. Nintendo has updated its Japan-only Hello Mario app to version 1.0.2, adding a parental warning screen and improved controller stability in TV and tabletop mode as part of its ongoing My Mario family-focused campaign. Nintendo has also launched the free Hello Yoshi app for Switch and mobile, an interactive kid-friendly companion to Hello Mario. It also has most of the same features that Hello Mario has. It's just Yoshi. But that's it, Ed. That's all we got.
Alrighty. So my final thought is for those who are celebrating Thanksgiving, and if you're not, and you got the day off or something, I hope you guys have a great one, and play a game that you haven't got to in your backlog, or go retro. I think Thanksgiving is a time, of course, of giving thanks, but I think it's a time of also playing a retro game. A couple of years back, I ran through Super Metroid all the way, from beginning to the end, like in one run, and truly enjoyed that. I sometimes go back to the Zelda games, like A Link to the Past, or Ocarina of Time. And definitely, if you are in a Soul Member expansion pass, you pretty much got a lot of the Legend of Zelda series on your Switch. Go back to play Wind Waker. Play the original version of Wind Waker if you need if you need a recommendation with that. So yeah, just have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy some good food, some good company with family and friends. From those who are working, thank you for your service with working. Hopefully you be able to get off at a great time and be able to enjoy the food. I know for a lot of us retail workers, Black Friday weekend is happening among all of us. So just be prepared. It's gonna be a lot of craziness, a lot of online orders and everything. But just stay focused, stay calm. Of course, people are going to be acting a fool. It's no reason to be fighting or losing your job in these crazy times. I would say that. But yeah, it's going to be this Thanksgiving. I think everybody just have a great one and enjoy whatever you play or want to finish. But yeah, if you got a chance to go do some retro games this Thanksgiving, go do some retro games. Corey, any final thoughts?
No, just enjoy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Have a safe week, because Wednesday night especially is like the most it's the biggest drinking night of the year, specifically. So just if you go out, just be careful. It's gonna be crazy out there. Just be safe. There's enough. There's enough bad out there. Don't contribute to it.
Yes.
Just stay safe if you go out, and if you don't, I don't know. Enjoy some game time, family time. Yeah.
Yes. Well, everybody, thank you for watching and or listening to this episode of Nintendo Pow Block. If you like to join us, you can follow or subscribe to the channel you're watching if you haven't done so already. If you're watching on YouTube, for those who are just listener only, if you get a chance to come join us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if I'm wrong about Expedition 33. Let me have it. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions.
You're wrong.
Of course, Corey's going to always remind me. Whether it's on today's topic or
you haven't even beat Act 1 yet. You haven't even gotten to the real game yet.
Okay. True. I admit my faults. Whether it's on today's topics or a new idea we can discuss in a future episode, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, consider leaving us a 5-star rating and a nice review, as it helps us with discoverability and reach. You can support Boss Rush on Patreon at patreon.com/BossRushNetwork at a tier that's right for you. You can even follow for free and gain access to all of our base shows on one feed. Thank you again for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
Goodbye. If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.